I'm Alina, I am a 4th year and I'm the dance lead for Jota Manilena. Some of the challenges with our performance were, obviously, we were in a pandemic, and so practicing, coordinating practices, especially during run-through time, has definitely been a challenge. But being able to teach them the fundamental basics of like the Maria Clara suite or like Spanish influenced dances has definitely helped a lot in being able to teach this dance successfully and perform it for you all. This dance is a Jota, which is inspired by the Spanish Castilian Jota due to the 333 years of Spanish colonization in the Philippines. And Manilena derives from the capital city of Manila, from which this Jota is inspired, and there are a bunch of other ones, including Jota Cavitena, which is also being performed at the show from Cavite. Okay. Hi dancers, I'm so proud of you. This is not an easy dance, and you all have really stepped up to the plate and gone above and beyond anything I could have hoped for. And you guys are such a fun, enthusiastic group, and I couldn't be more thankful that I had y'all to teach for my last and final year in Barrio, PCN. Oh my god. So yeah, thank you all so much for the opportunity and the privilege of teaching you. I'm gonna miss all of you.
Hi, I'm Madeline. I'm a senior, and I am a dance lead for Kahinangan, Pangadatan, and Medley. And so for Kahinangan, Pangadatan, that dance basically interprets the fishing traditions and livelihood of the Tahu people, or people of the current. And so in that dance, we have female identifying dancers showing different ways of wearing the balikat, or the tubular cloth, and our male presenting dancers are showing different ways of fishing, like still fishing and spear fishing underneath the water. And so for Medley, it's very much inspired by 90s Phil-Am Bay Area cotillion culture. There's 3 different sections in that dance, where we have a waltz, a hip-hop cha-cha, and a swing. And it combines modern and traditional dance styles into one great dance. One challenging thing about Kahinangan Pangadatan is the research. I think throughout the semester I had to constantly go back and forth with Kuya Eric and our culture bearer, CP Obeso, our Untilingling. So every time I would ask a question and it gets answered, another one pops up, and I just kept doing that over and over. So it was this constant research experience with people that were great resources for the dance. So sharing that with the dancers was also a challenge, but also they were very patient with me to learn the dance with me as well. And for Medley, I think the most challenging part for Medley was learning 3 different styles of dances all in one big dance. It's very much like cotillions, like you have to learn all these different aspects, but it was super fun. It's so amazing. I love that dance so much. So for my Kahinangan Pangadatan dancers, thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for believing in me with this dance. It's turning out to be so amazing. I can't wait for all of us to be dancing. Many of us are first and last PCNs for this year, and we got this. I'm so excited to see it on stage, to be with you all, feel the presence. Yes. Very much excited. And to my Medley dancers, I'm so proud of all of you. For many of you, this is your first PCN, and thank you for putting so much hard work into this dance. It's turning out to be so great, and thank you for making this my last PCN, one to remember forever. Yes, thank you so much.
my name is Bowker. I use he, they pronouns. I am a second year psych major and a minor in gender and sexuality studies.
Okay, what performance do you lead?
I am a dance lead for one of the hip hop aspects of PCN.
What is the history behind your performance?
We have to give credit where credit was due, and hip hop does not originate within the Filipinx American community. It actually originated in the South Bronx of New York during the 1970s and was used by the Black community and Black Americans to transform these spaces that were deemed essentially worthless and gave value to these things. It was also used as a form to rise above these prejudices and all the oppression that they face in a predominantly white country. And the Filipinx and Filipinx community uses hip hop in the same way today.
And what has been one of the most challenging, what has been one of the biggest challenges?
One of the biggest challenges for practicing has probably been, one of them has probably had to do with confidence. My dancers, a lot of them are dancing for the very first time, and I do have to keep that in mind. So during practices, I have to cater to them because I'd have to teach them like vocab, like what, like say like a pas de bourrée is, or like a rondejans, things like that. And I just know that I can't be too fast-paced, and I have to go with their flow. So that was probably one of the biggest challenges, was trying to bring the confidence that I saw in them out of them.
And do you have a message to your fellow performers in your aspect of
I love them. Thank you. I am so proud of each and every one of you for your hard work and your perseverance and your dedication for these past 2 months. It's really rewarding to see a choreographer's vision come to life, and y'all have been able to do that. It's amazing to think that some of y'all have never danced in your life, and each and every one of you are so incredibly talented. And I just hope that in the future, wherever you are, wherever you may be, that you continue to build the community that you've been creating. You continue to pursue these creative outlets to express yourselves. And I just want to say I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, and thank you for all that you've done. Yeah. Ooh, that was so ugly.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jewel, Jurisprudencia. I use she, her pronouns, and I am a second year biology major.
So what performance do you lead?
Yes, so I am a dance lead for Alcamfor, which is a Spanish influence dance.
What is the history behind your performance?
Yeah, so Alcamfor refers to the tree camphor, and from that tree you usually extract camphor oil. And so back then, things like scarves and handkerchiefs used to be kept in little wooden boxes, and to basically prevent them from like smelling bad or keep the critters away, people would place balls of camphor inside of those boxes to prevent that from happening. But then over time, a superstition grew, which stated that the super strong smell of camphor oil was romance-inducing. And so in this dance, ladies sway handkerchiefs laced with camphor oil in front of their partner's faces with means of courting and swaying them.
What do you think was one of your biggest challenges while practicing?
Ooh. I definitely say that because this is my first year as a dance lead, and also not having a background in cultural dances prior to coming to college, that was really difficult for me, or made it difficult for me to lead practices because I've never had the opportunity to teach groups in this way. I've always liked to dance for fun, but it was really difficult trying to teach like 2 different parts to a group of people with just one person, which was myself, with like such little experience. But with that, I mean, I absolutely love my dancers because they were super patient with me, and while I was learning and growing, they were also learning with me, and were super supportive the whole time. So even though that was a big setback, we were all able to learn the dance well and in time for our show.
Nice. And then, do you have a message to your fellow performers?
Oh, yes. I love my Alcamfor dancers. I just want to say thank you so much for being so patient with me and giving me this opportunity to teach you all. I had a really good time. And to all of the entire cast, I know this has been like a really stressful time for PCN, but I can feel all the happiness and the joy. And I just hope it's a good show day.
Yeah. Thank you.
That was so silly.
I was recording that.
What the heck did you tell me? Keep that in.
Alright, hey y'all, my name is James Paulo Hermogeno. I use him as pronouns. I'm a 3rd year psychology major minoring in health studies, and not only do I serve as your cultural coach here this year, but I also serve as y'all's dance leads for Jota Cavitena.
What's the history behind your performance?
So the Philippine Jota actually originated from the Spanish Jota, which also originated from the Aragon area of Spain. The difference between the Philippine Jota and the Spanish Jota is that the Spanish Jota utilizes shells as castanets, yet the Philippine Jota utilizes bamboo as castanets. There are different variations of Jota in the Philippines, such as Jota Manilena, which comes from Manila, Jota Mogadena, which comes from the Mogadena city in the Philippines, and Jota Paragua, which comes from the island of Lawin, and Jota Cavitena, which comes from the province of Cavite.
What was one of the biggest challenges you had when practicing?
Yes, I would say the biggest challenge was definitely the castanets, because Jota is mainly built on trust and mainly built on rhythm, and with a very fast pace such as Jota, castanet work is obviously something that has been a priority for me. But overall, we all managed to get everything down, and I'm super proud of the product that I have.
And then, we don't really need this one, but do you have a message to your fellow performers?
Y'all are killing the game. Y'all doing this dance justice! Yeah!
Perfect.
Hi, I'm Francis, but everyone calls me Francis. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a fourth year nursing major, and I am leading the dance Bakya. So the history of Bakya. Bakya is our national footwear of the Philippines. And so from the 16th to 18th century, Bakya was the most commonly used footwear because of the wood and how it's varnished and how it can sustain and last through all kinds of seasons. And like how you can use it in the mud, in wetlands. So it was commonly used because of that. And it originated from Paite, Laguna, until the 1970s where the rubber slipper was introduced into the Philippines. Then Bakya did not become common. It actually became really unpopular. And it was stereotypically known as the footwear for the lower class, the low socioeconomic class. And so when you use the term like, oh, that's so Bakya, it means like, oh, that's so basic, and like other derogatory terms. But I believe that the Bakya represents, livelihood and our humble beginnings, which is why this dance and everyone a part of it means so deeply to me. One of the biggest challenges was how do I educate my dancers, but also give them a space that's fun and that they learn these dances, because during PCN season, as USF is one of the first schools to perform PCN, we have such a small time span, right? So having such a great group of people, it really helped minimize those challenges, and we were able to get to know each other, incorporate some lessons, and then also incorporate, time to learn the dances in our practices. Hi, Bakya besties. Oh, I remember when I was first given the cast list and I looked at all of your names and I was like, wow, I'm so lucky to be leading these group of people. And even though I didn't know you yet, I already know that this was going to be a good group for Bakya and that y'all really can tell the stories of, the life that Filipinos live. I had a lot of fun learning everything about y'all, from your love language to how do you heal your inner child, what's your favorite food. And I'm truly privileged to have taught you lessons about our history and our culture. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be your dance lead, and I hope that you carry these memories with you and that you carry these relationships with you, because that's the most important part. How do we carry PCN and how do we take it beyond the stage? And y'all are doing just that. When I see y'all take care of each other, check in with each other, smile at each other. So it's been really nice to have y'all. I love you so much. Thank you for letting me lead you.
Hi y'all, I'm Bague, he, him, his, and I'm a fourth year. I lead a dance aspect, more specifically Lawin, and basically Lawin is a dance from the Bague tribe, and it symbolizes the birth of an eagle into its final maturation to fight against the wind. I think one of the biggest challenges that I faced was just being a new lead. I don't have a lot of experience in Philippine dance, but I just wanted to take a stab at it since it was my last year. But finding the medium between telling the story but also getting all the steps right was really important and difficult, but we got it. To the performers in Lawin, I'm so proud of you boys. I know it's been a rough road with learning new things every single practice, but I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all look so good up there. I'm so proud of y'all. For the cast, thank y'all for being a part of this final PCN that me and all the other seniors are a part of. We're so grateful for your time and dedication, and it was honestly one of the best PCNs I've been a part of. This is to my family back at home. I love y'all. To my girlfriend, love you too. Okay, bye.